Hi. Hello students, good evening and a very warm welcome. Hi Ravi, hi everyone, hello everyone. So yes, today we are going to get into a very interesting thing, that is 2021 recent papers PYQs exclusively on electrostatics. There's a beauty about 2020 paper. First time, some of the questions were very mathematically intensive, but given that you understand the trick, it's easy. There is trick around every single problem. Most of the problems, I wouldn't say every single problem. Some problems can be really easy, some problems can be very tricky, some problems can be hyper complex. But that is what you have to do if you are seeing a specific topic from which you're getting hyper complex questions. That is something that you may want to omit, right? But yeah, electrostatics is not one such topic. It's a very easy topic, students. It's definitely the easiest topic among, like, many of them. I would say it's the most easiest topic. And today we are going to get into 2020 PYQs. And carefully, a very, very important advice. Just don't just notice the or learn the concepts. Of course, I'll teach you the concepts, but you have to also absorb the techniques, the way I'm approaching the problem, right? You need to absorb those things. They are like, kind of the key to that lock that takes 5 minutes, but this key is like, that electronic key that wouldn't take even 30 seconds. So try to kind of absorb that, the strategy, the method that we are adapting to solve the problems. Okay, definitely, guys. And do share this video with your friends on your social media, because it's 2021 exam now in February. So share it with your friends on your social media, on your WhatsApp. So the exam spelling is wrong, just use the correct spelling and share it with your friends on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook groups, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, Telegram channel. Share it, students. Definitely do share it with your friends. And yes, let them have this free of cost, full-length lecture, but this is a PYQ lecture. It's a combination of everything. This is specifically for your exam training. And of course, students, Muralidharan Gopalakrishnan completed my MS in Electrical Engineering from one of the top-ranking American university. I'm also an IITian who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati. I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams, and I have filed 25 patent applications in India, US, and Canada. Some of the state-of-the-art technologies is what I have patented on. They are not yet even built, but anyway, I also have a track record of winning several national science and tech competitions. But anyway, today we are going to deal with a very aptitude based session. And yes, students, if you are looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. And what do we have for you on Unacademy subscription? We have daily live interactive classes with the best educators on the best in the kind of platform, on the best of the platforms, which is going to be both, like interactive and attractive, and it all comes with polls. Like every session on an Academy subscription comes with polls and leaderboards. That way your learning becomes interesting and amazingly easy. And of course, students, an Academy subscription also comes with, test series, national test series and analysis, which is very important for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. Definitely do not hesitate to get test series 2020 as well. Still, you need to be focusing on test series and even 2020 aspirants. Test series is a key part of your JEE preparation. So yes, Unacademy subscription comes with everything that you need for JEE preparation. And not only that, Unacademy subscription programs or structured programs, you'll move in a very systematic plan manner. You don't have to plan about things, rather we plan for you. And every Unacademy subscription program comes with, a doubt clearing session. Every 4th session is going to be doubt clearing session. That way you'll have dedicated doubt clearing session to clear out your concepts. And of course, students, you will have best educators on the best platform, delivering lectures and programs in the form of best programs. All you need to do is, first of all, download an Academy Learning app, log in, click on that left-hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, and then choose IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this Get Subscription button. And let me tell you, students, we have programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced on Unacademy subscription, which can be availed with a single subscription. So all you have to avail is one subscription, and you will get unlimited access to the number of programs that you want, no batch restrictions, etc. And to be frank, Unacademy subscription is also quite reasonable. So if you look at our plus prices, if you go for a 24-month program, all it is going to cost you is 50,400 per annum divided by 365 by 2. It's going to be less than 70 rupees a day. And of course, guys, this is for 9th to 11th class students. But let's say you're in long term, or if you're a dropper, then we recommend that you go for a 12-month program, which is going to cost you 34,650. That's per annum, but per month you're going to only pay you're going to only pay like 2,888. And then even 24-month subscription, this is for 2 years students. And we also have something beyond this plus subscription, on which you can get guidance from IITians and IITians. They will be able to guide you with workshops and strategies and techniques to crack JEE Mains. Also throughout your journey, they will be your personal coaches. So think about having IITians and IITians who have previously successfully cleared exams, and they are guiding you through this process. And how much does that cost you? If you go for a 12-month subscription, it's going to cost you 58,500, and if you go for a 24-month subscription, it's going to cost you 90,000. And in any of the subscription purchases, be it 6-month, 12-month, or 24-month, or Iconic, or your plus subscription, do not forget to apply Murli Live code, because Murli Live code will get you the best discount on your subscription purchases. Apply it on any of the subscription programs that you purchase to get the best discounts. On your subscription purchases. Yes, students, and one more important announcement. As you know, Feb is going to be your month for your JEE Mains. So do attend these PYQ sessions. Do not miss out even a single session on your PYQs. Try to understand, more importantly, the techniques. Of course, concept comes, but concept is secondary when it comes to exam. Correct answer is the primary thing. Okay. To be frank, that is the honest thing, right? When it comes to exam, you're competing with a bunch of students who know the technique, who are going to make use of the technique. You as well have to do that. But for that, concepts are the key thing, But basic concepts is what you have to apply. Don't worry, wherever you are, just keep in your mind, you will do it and you will make it happen. You need to believe in yourself right now. You need to keep your dreams alive. Don't get stressed about all your exams, etc. This series will go on until your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced students. Okay, JEE Mains at least, this series will go on. What do you mean by this series? Today's session will only be until 8:30 and not 8:30, 8:45, sometimes till 9. But the series will do it until your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, so that you learn the methods, to do in your exams. How do you perform in your exams, etc. So that is the beauty of today's session. We'll be learning things throughout this PYQ series. I'll potentially try to pick up 20 PYQs first in all of the topics, so that you get a gist of how the paper pattern has changed. Okay, your paper pattern this time is going to change altogether. You'll have more opportunities. Don't worry about it. Think of them as the opportunities, not as the burden. You have to write the exam 4 times. You have to clear the exam 4 times. Be more focused on the concepts. Okay, be more focused on the concepts. Be more focused on the techniques. Okay, if you remember, we discussed the technique for this question in the earlier session, but anyway, we'll do it again. So yes, today onwards, we will be discussing, for next few sessions, we'll be discussing 2020 PYQs, exclusively 2020 PYQs, to get an understanding of how can you solve the question. Okay, again, let me come to this question, students. What is this? This is actually a very popular form of concentric shells. Concentric shells, concentric holospheres. You can, if you have noticed all the questions, right? Gauss law, concentric shells, what else? Basic questions is what you get in electrostatics. Nothing hyper complicated. If you attend every session on PYQ, you can crack the exam, you can score in the exam, but I still would recommend, going through those 25 lectures. If you feel they are long and etc., at least whichever concept that we are doing in PYQ, right? Try to cover those. And dipole, I've seen, this time, actually not many questions, but one of you, one of the slots are dipole. So this is something the question is like, there are 2 shells, one has radius r and the other has radius 4r. So it's like 2 concentric shells. Okay. And the smaller one is given Q1 and the bigger one is given Q2. Okay, so this is how you have to think. We will go step by step. Okay, but before that, let me quickly come to the concept that you need to think, where you don't have to do the math. You should not be doing the math. Okay, especially in the exam. So one more thing that is told to you, maybe if it was JEE Advanced, they would have confused you something around here. Given that surface charge density of the concentric spheres are equal. Okay, I'll explain this point. This point will be specifically be useful for your JEE Advanced. And JEE Mains, actually there wasn't any twist, because you might be deriving the answer in Q1 and you may want to express it in Q2. So both of them are possible once you have this, this statement. Okay, what is being asked? Potential of at VR minus V4R. First of all, where the potential is going to be more? Of course, at VR. It should be positive. Anyway, all the given answers are positive. If there was a negative answer, you will cancel out the negative answer. Now let me come to the technique. Let's take a point, P. Let's take a point. We need to assess over here. One would be due to the large shell. Let me name it. Let me give them a name, S1, and the large one is S2. At Q, there would be potential due to large shell. I'll just quickly show you the method and then we'll get into the concept. So if I'm going to measure at VQ, which is outside point, 4R point, I hope you understood that part. So one thing is, you need to understand how to do this. One would be the surface potential of the large shell. A surface potential of the large shell, that is going to be, let me name it this way, VS2 surface. And for a small shell, what it is? For the small shell, it's basically some point outside where the charges Q1 is concentrated at the center. So it's basically something like you're calculating, potential due to shell 2 at a point greater than R greater than that of its own radius. So it's like a function of R. Now at P, again there would be both shells that would be creating the potential. Okay. Now one would be your surface. Okay, at P, what is going to happen? P is a point inside this shell 2, hollow sphere, same terminologies. Okay, same terminologies. What? Okay. So this shell 2, what you need to do? Again, it's going to be the surface potential of shell 2. You need not even worry about it's what is the expression and all. Okay, that is what I was about to say. So once you subtract P from Q, you'll understand there is absolutely no point in calculating VS2. Something you have to quickly intuit, And for shell 1, this time it is surface, right? It's the surface of the shell 1. So due to both of the shells, there would be something. So let's say I'm going to subtract, that is like adding minus before that Q point and adding them up. That is what your VR minus V4R is, right? So if you do that, you very well might have understood this is going to get cancelled, this is going to get cancelled. And this is going to be a function of VS1R is going to be a function of 1 by R square. KQ 1 by R square. Quickly, if you want to do it, this is going to look something like this. KQ 1 by, this is going to be a negative sign, 1 by 4R square. Not R square, 1 by 4R square. Okay, and S1 is going to be, okay, not 4R square. I'm really sorry. Do this often. It's just 4R, right? Potential. My mistake. Okay. Anyway, due to the potential, only charge Q1 is the thing that is present. One of the ways is, doing that. But given this condition, sometimes if it's multiple correct answer, unless you're not getting the answer in the first instance, you don't want to move to this statement at all. Probably it's just dependent upon Q1 and final answer will be dependent upon Q1. But it can be also expressed in terms of Q2, maybe. Okay, what is the surface potential of any shell? KQ by R. Radius is R of the shell. Okay, 4R. So that large shell did not create an impact at all. It can be expressed in terms of Q2, but it does not matter. So this result comes out to be something like on the numerator there should be a 3. And on the denominator there is maybe a 16, but in this case it's 3 by 4 KQ1 by R. With just a rough work, we'll move into the detailed solution. I'll explain things, but this is the same thing. Okay, so what should be the answer? Answer should be like 2. So you must be expecting a 3. Here there is a 3, but it's 4 by 4 pi epsilon r. This is definitely going to confuse you, so stay attentive. It is not expressed in terms of Q. It is JEE Mains. So you don't have to think twice before marking the answer. If one option is correct, it is correct. That's it. If it is JEE Advanced, probably you should have tried expressing it in this one as well. For Q2 as well. If it's multiple correct, especially if it's multiple correct. Okay. So there we go. Let's get started with this. That is what I was saying. So it's the same thing. I don't think you need full depth explanation. But anyway, I'll just write down the expressions. It does not matter, students. Understood it? Good. If you didn't understand it, still fine. Okay, this is a very popular kind of question, concentric shells, where you would have to calculate the potential at P or at Q. So let's first of all get started with P, at point P. At point P, this is shell 1, shell 2. Shell 1 has a radius r, shell 2 has a radius 4r. Of course, they are not up to this scale, as you understood. So what is the potential at P? 1 would be the surface potential. Again I'm stating surface potential for shell 1. Okay, surface potential is what? KQ by R, depending upon the radius, depending upon the charge. Okay, on this the charge was Q1, again on this the charge was Q2. And plus that of surface potential of shell 2. In fact, even in this calculation, you know what, I am not going to write down the value of VS2. Not necessary at all, right? Why would you do that? Even let's say this was, you know, like a conceptual question where you have to derive it, still it's not necessary. Don't you think so? What is being asked? VR minus V4R. What is this? This is nothing but VR we are calculating. Why do you have to do that? Not necessary at all. So surface potential of shell 1, I'm going to say something like this. It's going to be K Q1 R, as simple as that, plus that of some constant. Keep it as some you know, C. Okay. Because K is generally what we use for constant, but I'm taking it as C because we have a K. That's simple. Simple, easy, damn easy. Now comes the next thing. For like for one it is surface potential, for the other one it's going to be as if the charge is all concentrated at the center. Right now, even you can do one thing. Even if you haven't you know, like gone through these concepts, absorb them. 2021 aspirants, absorb them. Everything what is being taught is correct. If it is wrong, I'll definitely correct it. But everything what is being taught is correct. So absorb them, absorb them, absorb them. Okay. Very important. R, Q1 and Q2, and this is what 4R. And what do we need to assess? We need to assess at some point 4R. Like let's call this to be not Q this time because we already have Q, something like Q. Okay. For now, just call it as Q. Just it's not charge Q, it's like point Q. Now the thing is, for shell 1, shell 2, it's going to be different. For shell 1, it's surface potential. We need not even calculate it. Okay. But for shell 2, for shell 1, this point at 4R is as if all the charges Q1 are concentrated at the center. Even for surface potential, you're doing the same thing. But I'm just trying to get you accustomed to it. Good evening, Mohammed. Good evening. Good evening. Very warm welcome. Definitely do attend this session. So, are you a 2021 aspirant, Mohammed Shaukat Aziz? So, I believe you're 2021 aspirant or 2022 aspirant. So, this is like at a distance. How much distance? If you're 2021 aspirant, don't miss out even a single class, Mohammed. Very, very important. Okay. These are like sessions just for, you know, students preparing for exams. And I say even 2022 aspirants, don't waste time, rather attend the session. 2022 aspirant, amazing. Try to attend both the sessions. Try to be regular to the classes. Only it happens 4 days over here, 2 days on your Unacademy learning app. So you can still, you know, kind of complete everything. Okay, good. Be regular. Focus on the techniques. Of course, this is techniques, students. And 2022 aspirants, even if you don't understand the session, focus on the techniques. Even 2021 aspirants, focus on the techniques. Your exams are nearing. All right. What is the potential at point Q? One, you would have surface potential due to S2, which we are not worried about. Okay. One is going to be due to shell 1, it's as if the charge is concentrated at the center and you have to go to the distance r, that is how much? 4r. Schedule, yes, of course. Just a moment, I'll come to the schedule, students. Schedule is very simple. You know what, every day 7:30 from Tuesday to Friday, sorry, on weekdays, Tuesday to Friday 7:30 we will be having PYQ sessions for now. Okay, PYQ previous year questions, trying to understand the methods, trying to understand the concepts, trying to understand the exam pattern. And you know, like your 6 to 7, we will primarily try to deal with something like gravitation, etc. Okay, we may start with even optics because 2021 aspirants as well can attend optics. Sorry, 2022 and 2021 can attend optics, and you don't need any prerequisites. But let's see, maybe we'll take up thermo optics depending upon however the schedule is going. I know, like, you know, 2020 aspirants often do this. You know, during our preparation, what we used to do, we used to study mechanics and you know, like your electricity and magnetism the first. That way, you know what, second year is just left for those topics, those easy. But we should have done it the other way around. But okay, we used to do it that way. A little bit of your thermodynamics is dependent upon your mechanics, right? Not so much. So that way we had an edge. You know, we had covered the major pi part, even though we are struggling with the 50%, but still we have covered the 50% in the first. So first year students don't miss out, you know, even 2020 to 2021 session. Someday it's fine, but don't try to be, you know, like negligent about it, because that is ultimately going to help you in your preparation, students. Okay. So yeah, I believe everyone got the schedule. 6 to 7 and 7:30. So right now gravitation is going on. What I'm trying to do is like take it in a concept by problem sessions. So basically concepts will be taught via problems. So it's like concept in problem session. CIPs is going on right now, and from 7:30 what we are doing is 7:30 to 8:30 we are doing PYQs. Basically right now we'll be changing it once your JEE Mains get over. So now what is the objective is you try to understand the method, and of course 2022 aspirants apply to your test series. Of course, if we get an opportunity, try to apply them, but not all the questions. If you do all the questions this way, then you must be either very smart, or either you will be messing up something in the exam. Concepts is the key. Okay, anyway, whatever shortcuts that we are doing, right, concepts is the most important thing. Mohammed, you should be looking at the video at the beginning to get an information on that. All right, so due to shell 2, what it is again surface. So what is this? This is going to be KQ1. R distance is how much? Small r is 4r. Don't worry, Mohammed, you are on a session where you're learning from, you know, IITians, etc. All right, and guys, that's it. It's the easiest problem ever if you will come up. Okay, I believe everyone understood the method. And where is the point in this case? Okay, let me come to another question. We need to do two more things. One is expressing Q1 in terms of Q2, which might be a probable thing that you may see that in future. If that option does not exist, probably it's something to do with Q2. It's possible to express this question in terms of Q2. Okay. Now let's come to this point. So this is what V of 4R. Simple. What is being asked? Of course, V of R is greater, right? V of R is greater. This is what is being asked. What is, if I am going to subtract both, let me just do it this way. If I am going to subtract V of 4R and V of R, what is that particular surface that I am not concerned about? S2, the larger one. Always this will happen. This will happen all the time. not just now, this constant C. Okay, I could have kept this as a constant C, just like how we did it earlier. This would always get cancelled. So what would be remaining? Basically, KQ by R. It's basically as of only one shell you are calculating it. Even electric field is varying that way. Okay, even inside this shell, right, there is no electric field. But outside this shell, there is electric field according to the equation. This is going to be KQ by 4R. That's going to be 3. I hope you understood this. Only this shell, it's as if this shell as Q1, all Q1. Okay, Q2 got cancelled out. Q1. Hi Roshan, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening students, and a very warm welcome. Welcome to this PYQ series, of course. Okay, 3KQ1 by 4R. We will come to both of those things, how to express it in terms of Q2 as well, because there is a hint around this. Okay, anyway, it's also a concept mix PYQs. Because concepts is the fundamental, right? So if you simplify this 3 by 16, what is K? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So your final answer that you are expecting, the delta V is going to be what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 4, that is going to be 6 pi epsilon naught R PQ1. Now why did I write this? I'll tell you, or even this from this, what you may have to do sometimes. I hope everyone understood this point. What does V stand for? Potential, Ethan. Are you 2022 aspirant? It's potential difference, guys. Potential, not even potential difference. This is potential difference. This is potential. Potential of the shell. If you are 2022 aspirants, right, one of the best things you can do is try to attend those 25 electrostatics lectures because you have time. Okay, you can attend this PYQ session, parallelly try to complete that electrostatics as well. Electrostatics, current electricity. Now, is it possible? Okay, we have an interesting question over here from one of the students. So what are you asking? Once again, let me have a look at it. We are asking not all physics. So one of the students have this question. So you're 2021 or 2022 aspirant, that depends, right? Sir, is it possible to complete all the JEE Mains questions if I totally complete HC Verma and NCRT now? Totally possible. Focus more on HC Verma than NCRT. If possible, try to take up small books, focus on the chapters. Now means you have 2 months, isn't it? Actually, little more than 2 months. 6 months is a good enough time, students. According to me, last 6 months, you can, given that you have been attending some classes, etc. 6 months is like, if you give your fullest in 6 months, it's totally possible to even crack JEE. Okay, that's possible, but more strategically, beat any kind of decision that you take. 2021 aspirants, it's high time that you move strategically rather than systematically. Systematically is good, strategically is more important. You need to understand the quick routes, like what are those topics that carry more weightage. I know some students are like, I haven't read this topic. Don't keep that anxiety, just stay dedicated, stay single-minded. You literally see the results. Trust me, everyone makes this mistake. Even I made the mistake. I tried to focus on those topics that did not carry so much weightage. Then later on I realized I missed simple topics that carried heavy weightage. Of course, Roshan, don't worry about it. I think I do. I do remember you, Roshan. Yeah, of course. So yes, but Roshan, that is the point. Like, what? Stay dedicated. Whatever it is, stay dedicated, move strategically, try to attend those strategy sessions or try to, watch the videos of strategy sessions because they're meant for you. At least, the last strategy session, 2021 aspirants, try to complete them, move strategically, no matter. Yeah, Electro, I didn't get it. I didn't get your question, Electro, Roshan. What are you saying, Electro? Absolutely, Roshan. Stay dedicated, but you have to do your own studies as well, students. Here we explain you the concept, we explain you the techniques, but you need to do your self-study as well. Okay, of course, you need lecturers to and educators to teach you things, but practice is in your hands, right? You only can practice. I can't practice for you. Okay, that is something. And 2021 aspirants, stay focused on PYQ sessions in terms of techniques as well. Okay, concepts are important, of course. So this can be a JEE Advanced or even JEE Mains question. Now your solution can also be in terms of Q2. So what you have to remember is, it is given to you the surface charge densities of the concentric shell are equal. That means if this guy is sigma, this is also sigma. Okay, of course, you're welcome. Right? So in such cases, your answer could have been in Q2. It's not in Q2, I know that. So what is sigma? Sigma is total charge by, in this case, surface area. It's basically surface charge density, right? What is sigma? Surface charge density. In this case, what is Q total for surface 1? Let's calculate for surface 1, which has charge Q1 on it. Q1 divided by 4 pi r square. And for Q2, what it is going to be? For the surface 2, it's going to be Q2 divided by, basically they have same surface charge density, 4 pi 4 r square. Okay, just explaining you some variations of the problems that you can expect. So this is going to be r square ultimately, and this r square you can cancel out. So Q1 is how much? Q1 is Q2 by 16. Anyway, you don't have one such large term, but you may have to substitute and see when it's multiple correct answers. Okay, I hope you got this one. Absolutely, absolutely. You can stick to this channel, students. Of course, it's a free of cost lectures. You can ultimately, attend your lectures on JEE English, and you can prepare for your JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, etc. But also try to share this channel with your friends so that they also get the benefit of this free of cost initiative. And you can stick to our channel. We have a really good team. We have IITians and IITians on our team who will be guiding you through this aspect. Okay. So students, coming to the final part, it can also be expressed in terms of Q2. You need to understand that if it was Q2, if I'm going to call this thing as delta V, okay, 4R, VR minus 4R, which is delta V, it can be expressed in terms of Q2. What it would be in terms of Q2? 3, in this term I will be substituting this, 3 by 16. Hi Mustafa, hi. Good evening. Okay, and this should be what? Again into a 16. Okay, into a 16 is going to be 256. Anyway, just showing you how it can be done in other. Okay, you can simplify this. What is K? 1 by 4 pi epsilon. We are already done. Okay, one more important thing. A really important thing. Okay, now don't focus on the question. Now focus on another such concept where these PYQ sessions are also meant to quickly help you grasp the concept. Okay, one important thing around concentric shells, a possible question, a probable question. Electric field inside the blue one is 0. Potential would be constant. You know how to derive the potential. If not, try to derive it. Or try to Google it. Try to watch the videos. An electric field in this point that I'm going to mark in red is going to have certain value. There are going to be electric fields. Okay, at least as far as all the equations that we are doing, it should have electric field inside shell is possible given that they are concentric. Okay, no, I don't think such questions will come up in your exam. But hi Mustafa, hi, yes. So you need to understand this thing. What I mean is electric field. These are shells. Okay, these are hollow spheres. These are like this that kind of spheres that you can imagine. Like it's a gola. Inside that gola, it's going to be another gola, but hollow gola. But in this, generally, if you remember, inside the shell it's going to be 0, but in concentric shells it is possible that inside the first shell electric field might not. Okay, it's not 0, right? It's just two important concepts. This is a pretty simple question, students. Why don't you do a thing? Just have a look at the question and try to answer it. Read the question once. I'll read the question for you. I'm just going to read it. If I'm going to draw the diagram, there's nothing to do with this. But if you draw the diagram correctly, right, you'll understand an amazing thing out. Okay, the hint for this question is, if you're a little skeptical about things, one, you are given two options in them. You need to validate both of the options. Okay. Attentive guys, attentive students. So see, the hint for this is, if you're confused, draw a diagram. Any question, right? Draw a diagram and try to analyze the diagram. Diagram is not for beautification. Diagram is for analysis, and analysis only. When it comes to physics, it's all about analysis. Absolutely. So now, there are 10 charges that are placed on the circumference of a circle of radius with constant angular separation. They are separated equally in terms of angles. There are 10 charges, right? 10 charges, and it is like, what is the arrangement now? Okay, the arrangement says that alternating charges 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are plus Q charges, while 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are minus Q charges. The potential and the electric field at the center of the circle is going to be what? See, there are a few hints around this question. First of all, one, if you draw the diagram, it's a very, very simple question. Students who are sometimes even reading this question can typically absolutely do it. Do solve it, students. This is something that you should get the answer. 2021, 2020 aspirant, if you understand the basic concept of electric field, you will get it. But draw it correctly. Even if not, I'll give you a hint around this. Okay, now let me you can solve it. Start commenting the answers. Let me get into the technique. First of all, the technique for your exam. First of all, let me ask you a question. Okay, just keep noticing whatever I'm writing right now. My question is, there are 10 charges. Okay, 10 charges, and 5 of them are positive plus Q charges, and 5 of them are negative charges of equal magnitude. In such case, forget the circular arrangement, etc. What is, if all these charges are placed at an equal distance from one point, what would be the potential? Exactly, very good, Roshan. The answer is A. If all of these charges are placed at equal distances, you can simply say, add the magnitude of all the charges and do this. K, instead of KQ by R, do it as KQ sigma by R. Here sigma Q is how much? It's 5 negative charges, 5 positive charges, hence this is 0. So this is what? Your potential. Your potential should be 0. This is something that would not be confusing to any of you, I guess. You need to understand, negative charges have negative potential, positive charges have positive potential. Think in terms of work done. Okay, very good, Roshan. Really good, really amazing. Okay, first of all, think in terms of, okay, students, whoever have confusion around this, again I'm clarifying this. Think in terms of work done on a positive charge. Positive charge always has a positive potential, negative charge has a negative potential. Hence, when you add all the potentials from an equidistant point, it's going to be 0. Okay, only two options over here are V is equal to 0. You don't even have to think about anything else. Let me ask you another question. Here there are negative charges where you need to place it in such a manner to get the maximum field. Okay, there is possible arrangement. I'll come to the point. What can be the maximum field? I'll just give you a scenario. See, I've placed all the 5 minus Q charges over here. This is not This is not the case though. I'm talking about the maximum case. Just to give you an intuition, even if you can't draw the diagram, or if you're not in a mood to draw the diagram, this is just, for your understanding right now. So let's say you have something like this. PYQ minus PYQ. Now let's say they are at an equal distance. That is true though. You know this thing. This is at an R. This is at an R. What is the maximum possible field? This situation can yield maximum possible field. Absolutely, Roshan. You're welcome. Okay. It's easy. It's easy. Electrostatics is easy, students. Little lengthy, definitely little lengthy. But worth it, If you understand electrostatics, you will definitely be able to solve JEE Mains problem. I've seen like JEE Mains has easy electrostatics. Interesting, easy problem. See, this is the case where there is going to be maximum field. How much this is going to be? Something like all the charges you will be adding them. It's going to be 10 kq by r square. Okay, this should be not okay. I've written the 10 on the other side. Let me just rewrite this. What I'm going to do is, what I'm saying is the maximum field can be 10 kq by r square. Emax. So all the fields you are adding, they are not in the additive direction. All the options given over here are maximum for maximum field. If you have noticed, maximum field. Hence option 4 is also wrong. Option 1 is simply correct. Okay. You are welcome, Roshan. You are welcome. Okay. Let's get into that. The circular arrangement part, if you want to understand it practically. But before that, again, coming to concept, again guys, focus. This is the concept. Okay, there is a Q1 like this. Okay, what I'm doing is giving two angular distance. I'll come to this part. This is Q3. I'm not saying all of them are equal charges right now. Of course, if this is the first one, fifth one should be in the exact opposite direction. Okay, this is the way to understand it. If you draw the diagram, you'll understand it. So one of the ways to understand, okay, this option may not be true. In this case, we did it so that we are saying that it's all vector addition of field. This is the max possible vector addition in the given options. These are the values that exist. Hence, option 1 is correct. But if at all, this charges, if it was like 9 charges or something, this would not be true. Even with constant distance, electric field would not be. But potential would be 0. What I mean is, I can arrange them on any part of the circle. Okay, let me come to that point. There is, first of all, let's understand the field part. I'll come to the potential part. Okay, definitely something that you have to remember, students. Okay, and this is Q1, this is Q3. There should be a Q5. I guess. So Q1, Q3, Q5. What's going wrong? Q1, Q3, Q5, Q7, and we must be having also Q9. Thing is going wrong, right? So 5 angular distance is 18 degrees. 18 into 5 is how much? 90 degrees. Is that what it is? Anyway, let me do the thing. Is this any class related to fear? I didn't get your question, Roshan. I didn't get your question. Okay, I didn't get your question, Roshan. Actually, what you are trying to state? Okay, what is it? It's 10. Basically, let me do a thing. So what I'm trying to say is there are 10 charges, right? 1 to 10 is arranged. They all have equal angular separation. Equal angular separation means if it's 360 degrees, it's 36 degrees angular separation between 1 and 2, like each. 36 degrees separation each. Okay, so 5 times 36 degrees should be how much? It should be 180 degrees. Isn't it? Yes. What is going wrong in this? Not to understand it because, okay, let's do this. So this is 36 degrees. There should be some 72 degrees. Okay, Q2. There is actually a small confusion. Let's have a look at it. Anyway, that is the way to go about the question in your exam. This is Q3 at an angle how much? 72 degrees. 72 degrees. Again, after that 72 degrees, Q1, Q3, Q5. I guess there is some question. So 1, 2, 10 charges or 1 points. 2 points. This should be your Q5, and this should be your Q7. This should be your Q9. Actually, the answer is wrong, I guess. All right, let's have a look at it. I guess the answer is wrong, guys. Let me confirm it. Let's not claim this way. But potential is going to be 0. That is yes. So this is Q4. This is going to be what? Q6. Is this correct? Q6. Let me just verify. There is something wrong with it. This is 36 degrees. This is 72 degrees. This should be like some 108 degrees. This should be like 36 into 4, 144 degrees. Correct. Don't think the answer is correct. Verify this. Okay. Given answer might have some flaws in them. Okay, we have made a mistake. I think it's up until Q10. Q1, Q2, Q3. So this is where things have gone wrong. Between how many points you have to divide them? Between 2 points, you have to divide it by 3 points. 360 by 20. I think this is where we have gone. Anyway, let me quickly erase this and get the point. I've only included still see, I think we need to draw angle by angle to do it, but anyway, that was an easy way of approaching it. So what I'm saying is 36 degrees between each plus Q charge. Separation is going to be how much? 72 degrees. It's between immediate ones, it's 36 degrees. Between plus Q charge, it's going to be your 72 degrees. And minus Q charge. Okay. Minus Q charge, how much it is going to be? It's going to be 72 degrees again. And adjacent plus Q minus Q charge, it's going to be 36 degrees as stated over here. Okay, let me do a thing. Let's go step by step and do this. This should be Q2. Separation is going to be how much? 36 degrees. Then we would have again Q3. 108 degrees. So we have crossed almost this point. We have to understand everything in terms of angular separation. If our drawing is well, okay, 72 degrees, so that's less than 90 degrees. It's going to be Q3. Potential is anyway easy. I'll come to the potential part. Potential is not same. And then there is Q4. Q4 is how much? 108 degrees. This is another 36 degrees. What's going wrong is that actually that was my mistake. I was assuming there are only 9, hence I did state this again a 36 degrees. Okay, just focus, you'll get the answer. No, it's not that complicated. I've complicated it a bit, but from the options it's really that simple. And 36 fourth one, how much it is going to be? Fourth one, it's going to be a fifth one. It's Q5, isn't it? 36, how much this should be? This should be 144. Exactly. Have a look at the problem. And this would be another 30. Okay, this all 36, 36, 36. Is this correct? Yes. And this would be what? This some right. Let's have a look at the question. We'll slowly solve the question, then we'll understand it. Another thing. Let's assume this to be. This is another 36 degrees. Okay, focus on the questions. This is Q7. Everything is going correct. And this is going to be 180 plus 36. That's going to be 216. Okay. And we would be having another Q. How much is this? This is going to be Q8. Isn't it? Positive charges Q8, positive charges does not matter. Okay. I think something surprising is going to come up as we start completing it. And this is a 36 degree, like 72 degrees from here. And then at at 36, 36, 3, 108 degrees from this position, and there would be a Q10 as well. Everything is equal. Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q3 is equal to now. Let's analyze the question. This is the diagram, but that is the approach. This is the way you need to, for electric field, this is the diagram. For potential, I need not tell you. So, just a moment. What is this? This 36. Do they lie on a straight line? No. No. I think, let's see. This is Q1, Q6 pair. It's going to be like this. Okay. Q8 pair, or it's going to Q2 and Q7 pair. It's going to be something. Okay. Correct. Correct. Okay. How does that work? Point of this. So this is going to be due to Q2 and Q7. I'll come to that point. And Q3 and your Q8, this is going to it. And Q4 and Q9, this is. I think we will have to draw vectors with angles to understand it. Anyway, seems to be computer. No, I think commerce computer. I guess I got your question. Let me do it. Q1 to Q6, we need to do a thing. I'm going to erase this thing because we need some space right now to draw the electric field vectors along with angle. That's what I'm going to do. I'll come to the okay. I guess it have gone wrong. So this is for Q1 and Q6. Okay, the field would be from Q1. At this point we are assessing from Q1, and due to Q6 it will add up. Basically 2E, you can think about it as 2E. Okay, so from this point to the center, due to Q1 and Q6, it's going to be 2E, because negative is going to have a field towards it and positive away from it. Then next comes due to the charge Q2. Okay, I'm just trying to identify, the opposite pairs. That's all I'm trying to. And one more thing we can do is, I don't think it will be 0. Okay, let's analyze it. This and this would add up. I don't think it's going to be 0. Is it? It's going to be 0. Okay, let's analyze. And Q2, let's do a thing. I'm going to take this pair. Field to be E. What is E? I'm just writing down the value of E over here. KQ by R square. Okay, small q, capital Q, just magnitude. We're just talking about strictly magnitude. E is not a positive quantity. It's a positive quantity, just magnitude. KQ by R square. Out of here also it would be EE, and due to these two also it would be EE at the center. This is also 36 degrees. This also 36 degrees. So this would be root 2E in this direction due to Q7 and Q5 plus that of Q8 and Q10. What I mean is at this center Q2, Q5, you need to work it out yourself as well to understand how it comes. And Q10, all are at how much degree angle separation from this line? 36 degrees, right? So they would be adding up all this Q1, Q2, Q10, Q5, Q7 would be adding up. If Q5 and Q7 adds up, it's going to be root 2E. And even if this is added, it would be 2 root 2E. In which direction? Upward direction or downward direction? It's going to be, I guess, upward direction. My mistake. Okay, it's going to be upward direction. It's going to be Q1, Q6, it was in the downward direction. This is the way to complicate your exam. Okay, so every field will be in this direction. So it's going to be, basically you understood it. I'm trying to resolve everything along Q1, Q6 line. It's going to be 2 root 2E. In which direction? In the upward direction due to which all pair? Q2, Q5, Q7, Q10. Remaining pairs would also be having some field. Believe we are going to find out something interesting. Q2, Q5, Q7 and Q9 or Q10. Yep. Let me again have a look. Q2. Okay, Q6 going to be fifth point from here. Going to have 180 degrees. Right. Q7, Q5, Q1, Q2. Right. This is 2 root 2 in the upward direction. Okay. Bear with me. Told you the trick. Let's see if the trick had worked, because there was no other option. I went by maximum field, hence that should have been the answer. And guys, okay, this would not be 2 root 2, my mistake. This cannot be even 2 root 2. Huge mistake. So that would be something like cos 36 degrees. Come to the 2E cos 36 degrees. Upward direction. That is fine. Upward direction 2E cos 36 degrees. And then we have, what do we have? We have Q8, Q2 are they in the exactly opposite direction of Q8 and Q3, and Q8 and Q9. Q8 and Q9, which should be having a field in which direction? Yes. 9, 2. Q8 8 going to be like this. And this should be additive with Q3 at what angle? At an angle of 72 degrees with the center line. 22 is with the center line. Q8 Q3 are going to be additive. Much 72 degrees, 36 and 30. And similarly, there should be something around. This is Q3 and Q8, and we would be having something to and okay. Bear with me for a couple of minutes. Be away from it. So this is going to be Q3 and Q8. Q3 and Q8 is going to be what? 72 degrees in this direction. You would get 2E. I think rest of them is fine. Whatever pair we are left with, right? Q3, Q8. Need to only analyze. Or 2 root 2, it's basically okay. So Q3 and Q8. So there should be one due to this, which is going to be at a much 72 degrees with the center line. The line separating this two. Which direction? This direction. What it is? And due to leftover is what? Q9 and Q5 again at an angle. If I'm going to take from this side, it's this would be okay, 2E 72 degrees. Earlier it was 36. So due to rest of the 4 pairs, we are going to have something in this direction. That is going to be 2E cos 72 degrees. Okay, downward direction 2E cos 72 degrees. How is it possible that this came out to be 0? So I don't think this will come out to be 0. The latest question though, how can it go wrong? So this is 2E cos 72 degrees in the downward direction. That is correct. Due to them, that is going to be 36 degrees in the downward direction, upward direction. Should be in the upward direction, of course. I think the answer is maybe answer is wrong. Right? I think the answer is wrong. Just quickly, can someone check out 72 degrees, cos 72 degrees minus cos 37 degrees? Not at all possible, isn't it? So this should be a negative, but it's not going to be 1. Answer is wrong. Okay, I think the given options answer is wrong. So potential is going to be 0. Let me explain you that point. I'll come to the field. So what I'm saying is, can be Q1. Okay, equal Qs. It need not be even of equal angular separation. I'll come to the electric field point. How to calculate in such situation. Okay, I'll explain you how to calculate in such situation. But from the option, that is how you're supposed to go about it. Sometimes, anyway, in any of the given options, you know what? There is no answer. So let's say I have a Q randomly dispersed, Q, even this way, Q minus Q, and this is, like plus Q, not even of equal angular separation. I'm just talking about scalar quantity potential. Okay, I'll come to the electric field part, how to work around such questions. Definitely we'll discuss that part. So minus q, I'm just not even considering how it's all going. I'm just trying to keep a balance between plus q and minus q and take it to 10. Angular separation is not equal. Just assume angular separation not equal. Okay. This is going to be minus q. This is going to be like plus q. This is going to be like a minus q. This was a plus q, right? We started with the plus q. And what do we have? We have something like 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus q and minus. Randomly arranged on a circle, still the potential at the center is going to be 0. Okay, angular separation not equal, but you're calculating at the center is nothing but k into q charges divided by r. Right? This is true. At center it's going to be 0. Potential statement is absolutely correct. Let's once more analyze the electric field statement, because I feel that the JEE Mains PYQ problem, it cannot go wrong. But potential at the center is going to be absolutely 0, irrespective of however it is arranged. This can be like just giving you an understanding of the question. So this can be like some 20 degrees. This can be like separation between them can be like 30 degrees, something like 50 degrees. Still it's going to be 0, right? Because negative charges have negative potential. Try to work it on your own. What would you do? You would be writing down, let's do for one charge and two charges, pair of charges, 1 plus q, what it is going to be, kq by r, and due to minus q, let's take this charge. Even if these two charges are present, what is the potential due to this? Minus kq by r. 0. I believe this is clear. Okay. Now the next question was, so we started with the plus q and then we add a minus q. Let's analyze this question patiently. Minus q, and then we add a plus q, and then we add a minus q. Okay. And we have a plus q. Okay, I'll label them as well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about it for now. And we have a minus q. This is how your charges are arranged. Okay, and we have a plus q and we have a minus q. Just to bear with me for some time. It's an easy question actually. I will definitely show you the method. Maybe we have gone wrong somewhere. And this is going to be like a minus q. And of course this. Are we supposed to calculate the center? Maybe. I'll come step by step how to do this. This is going to be minus q. If we take a different color like a light color or black color is fine. This is the center of this. Okay, just let's put it out because we might have to draw a lot of vectors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Are we doing right? Yes. Is everything over here? It is said constant angular separation between plus q minus q. Adjacent charges separation is going to be how much? Going to be 36 degrees in this case. Okay. Correct, yeah. Are we doing something? Make calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think we have done it correct. Whatever is that, that's going to be theta, theta, theta angle. You can take it as also theta. Other one is going to be 2 theta, etc. First of all, I'm analyzing everything with respect to the center line. Okay, this is that line. Which line? I'm talking about this line. If at all I take E is just some electric field magnitude without any concern for the direction. This is going to be what? In this direction, downward direction, it's going to be 2E, due to which two charges? One due to the plus Q charge on the top and one due to the plus Q charge on the bottom. Okay, just a moment. I'm just getting confused whether what can go wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, correct. I think there is an issue with the answer. 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is going to be in this direction 2e, just talking magnitude, because from ear to ear the distances all r. Okay, it's basically circle. Anywhere the distance is going to be just r. Okay, this is something I'm just speaking up. Just try to catch up with me. The next thing is due to this plus q, or you can think about it this way, this minus q, 2 and 7, what is happening? There would be some theta, but there would be like a 36 degrees, right? This is 36 degrees, be in opposite direction. Okay. Anyway, due to this and this, there would be 2e in this direction, which is going to be how much with the center line? 36 degrees. Similarly, due to 5, carefully notice, and due to 10, 36 degrees, right? From the center line, they are also separated by 36. How much? This is also 2e. Okay, we have covered 6 charges. And how much is left over? 4 more, right? 2e. Next comes this plus q and this minus q, another added 36 degrees in this direction would give you a 2e. How much? Added? Like added 36 degrees to this. Like 72 degrees from here, 72 degrees from here. Okay, 2 theta. Anyway. Okay, it should be 36 degrees. This should be 72 degrees. 2 charges have been accounted in this. This should be 72 degrees. Answer is wrong, students. I believe the answer is not correct. It's wrong. Even if we take it as theta, not at all possible. Let's see, is there any other way of understanding this? There is even a better way. The answer is wrong. Don't worry about it, but this is how you should be calculating. Let me come to this point. Don't you worry about the final solution, but final solution best approached by the options. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just calculating the angular separation. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 36 degrees angular separation. I believe everyone understood that. Okay, 10 parts, you divide 360 degrees into 10 parts. Okay. This is why, all the times you should not be doing PYQs, because there can be issues with PYQs. Okay. If they are all, 36 degrees, then the sixth charge and the first charge, okay, the sixth charge and the first charge would be forming how much angle? 180 degrees, exactly opposite. So the field at the center, if we take it to be, let me draw this neatly. It's a very interesting question though. Definitely a very interesting question. This is center. This is what? This is going to be 2E from the center. Okay, this point is the center, students. I'm not writing down the center, then later on rest of our calculations will not be visible. We don't want to even deal with this question tomorrow, right? And then what I'm saying is choose the opposite pairs. For an example, in this case, one pair we have chosen at 0 and 80 degrees, which were like, plus Q and minus Q, and in the downward direction it was 2E. And similarly, choose other pairs that would be making one such 2E. There are many other pairs. Everywhere there is a 2E, 2E, 2E pair, if you notice. Just the angular separation is different. It's a vector. Angular separation you need to be very cautious about. See, this plus Q, this is at 36 degrees from this point, and similarly the minus Q, number 2, is also at 36 degrees. Okay. That means this is going to be what? Like your 36 degrees. Okay, towards the negative charge. Similarly, due to 5 and 10, there would be a 36 degree. Okay, now what is the net field? This is all 2E, 2E. Just to remember, this is all 2E, 2E. We'll get to that point. You have completed 180 degrees. You have completed 36 degrees. Leftover is 72 degrees. Is that it? Yeah, the middle one. Because 36 takes care of also, like 180 minus 36. Okay. That means this minus Q, number 8, okay, even though it does not look, maybe I'll try to bring up a diagram tomorrow to explain you this. This minus Q and this plus Q is how many degrees? Just let me draw a line. This is how many degrees? This is 72 degrees. Similarly, this is also 72 degrees. Basically 36 degrees away from the first field, like the 2E field. Another 2E field in the upward direction, right? The upward direction or downward direction. Downward direction. If it had been upward direction, at least we could have said that. So 2E towards the negative charge. right? Due to this positive charge plus and this negative charge minus q. How much degrees? This is going to be 72 degrees. How many degrees? 72 degrees. It's actually a hyper complicated question, you know. So again, due to this minus q and this plus q, which are at 72 degrees angular separation, this time you have to accept and move on that it is going to be 72 degrees. Okay. Right, if this is 36, this is 72, this should be 180, and how much are we missing to complete the 180? Probably like another 70. So I'm seeing whether here the net field, still the net field cannot be 0, students. That's it. Net field cannot be 0, but what is the net field, you know? If E is this thing, net field, if I take this to be the minus j direction, so this is a wrong question. But you need to understand the method. Okay. If I take the downward direction to be minus j and the upward direction to be the plus j, because why am I doing this, you know? Because this 72 degrees, 72 degrees, I can straight away say these two 72 degrees will add up to give me, so this is theta, theta. Fields are like this. Then what is the net field? It's going to be in the downward direction, which is going to be 2e cos theta, depending upon the theta. So our net field in this case is going to be how much? Do this. Net field is going to be, now I'll highlight them. Let's do a thing. Let me choose a different color, else this will become very complicated. It's not at all complicated, but it has been made that way. 2e, 2e. I'm marking this 2e and this 2e. So that would be like 36 degrees with the normal net field. It's going to be in upward direction plus j. So it's going to be 2e cos of 36. Actually 4e cos of 36. My mistake. Okay, 2e cos 36 and 2e cos 36 is going to be 4e cos 36 degrees in the plus j direction. Okay, and then in the downward direction we must be having something. Okay, one is plus 2e. Two cos 36 plus 2 cos 72 degrees plus of this 2e and this 2e. Okay, this 2e and this 2e, it's going to be what? 2e, 2e, 4e, 4e. Okay, this 2e, one sign is going to get cancelled, right? Sign of the components are going to get cancelled. I'm not drawing this sign. You should try it once yourself. Okay, that's going to be 4e cos of 76 degrees, all marked in red, is going to be minus j. Okay, so this should be a final answer. See if this comes out to be 0. Not sure whether this is 0. Cos of 76 degrees. Think of this as cos 2 theta and this is theta. Cos theta plus 2 theta. Cos theta minus 2 theta can never be 2. It can be 2. It can be half though. I don't know. This is 4e. So how much? Minus j cap. There you are plus j cap. On the bottom you will have minus j cap. If at all this comes out to be 0, it might be 0. If not, from the given options, absolutely 10 is not possible. You understood why? That's it. That's how you calculate it. Let's do a thing. Let's resume this session tomorrow. It's already late, I guess. I'll once again check out this value, whether if 4e cos 76 degrees when added with 4e, that is like 2 cos 36. If I take out 2e common, so let's keep this term and see if this comes out to be 0. The net is going to look something like this. E net going to look 2e j cap into that of 2 cos 36 degrees plus of 2 cos 70 minus 2 cos 76 degrees plus of 1. Is there a way of solving this? Actually, there is a way, right? Cos 2 theta can be written as cos square theta minus sine square theta. That would give me like not yield anything. Let's see if this comes out to be 0 tomorrow. For now, this is the solution, guys. But anyway, you know how to solve it from the answers. Don't worry, rest of the questions are not like this. They're easy. I'll come to rest of the questions tomorrow. And by the way, students, there are more interesting questions. Definitely, don't worry. The rest of the questions are super easy. We'll jump into the rest of the questions tomorrow. And this Sunday and Monday at 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. we'll be dealing with vectors part 5. Don't miss it out. And as well as part 6. To get a very good conceptual understanding and mathematical understanding of the concepts, do attend the upcoming A to Z vector sessions that are going to be available. Already the 4 parts are available for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app. But you may want to also complete part 5 and part 6, students, along with part 1, 2, 3, 4. Your preparation around vectors will be complete. You'll understand it from physics perspective. We'll be covering so many problems from physics perspective, as well as we'll be covering, of course, some mathematical concepts and mathematical problems. But this is the base, this is the foundation for your physics, students. Okay, if at all like vectors is good, you can solve many problems in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced without any issues. They will move super smooth, and you don't even have to worry much about it. So do attend this vectors based session on coming Sunday and Monday from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So make sure you're attending it. It's all free of cost sessions on your Unacademy learning app. It's all A to Z sessions, and amazing to have so many of you on the session. Really amazing. I will cross check the question once again. And anyway, students, I think that is all. Angular separation all is correct. So I don't think there should be any issues around the 10 points. There should be 10 separations as well. So yeah, 2 points will give you 2 separation, 3 points will give you 3 separation. Of course, 10 points is going to give you 10 separation. But anyway, units, dimensions and measurements is one of the easiest topic, and electrostatics is also a very easy topic. Don't worry about it, and I've told you the techniques to solve them. But anyway, units, dimensions and measurements is also a very easy topic. Do attend it for your JEE 2021 preparation as well. 2021 aspirants, don't freak out. 1 or 2 questions can be like this, but most of the questions are going to be easy. But anyway, you can predict that 1 or 2 questions as well from the given techniques. Okay, they are placed R and R distance away from each other. They're placed in the exact opposite direction. That is the max value. So only possible values B is equal to 0, E is equal to 0 among the given options. But ultimately, if at all 2 cos 36 plus 2 sin 36 is 2 cos 36 minus of that of 2 sin 36 is 1, then only we are going to get it as the possible answer. But anyway, students, 2021 aspirants, start attending units, dimensions and measurements. All you have to complete is 4 plus 1, 5 sessions to get a complete understanding of units, dimensions and measurements. We have completed units based problem, dimension analysis, like error analysis, least count based problems, and measuring instruments like vernier calipers and screw gauge. This is the easiest topic that you can prepare for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And of course, students, this is also one of the topics that you can definitely be guaranteed that you'll get in your exam. You get questions every year in JEE Mains and JEE Advanced from units, dimensions and measurement. You can check out past 10 years papers, 12 years papers. There aren't papers without questions from units, dimensions, and measurements. It's easy, less time consuming. It's also less time consuming during your exam. All you have to do is attend 5 sessions for your preparation. And students, yes, if you don't have a Telegram app yet, just do download your Telegram app from Google Play Store and App Store and click onto this link which is available in the description box below. There is a link in the description box below. All you need to do is click on that link. You will be getting onto a Telegram channel, and post that you will be getting before time live updates on every class conducted by our JEE English team. I'll be conducting everyday classes on your YouTube as well as on your Unacademy Learning app. Those free of cost special classes you'll be getting before time updates with all the information on what we are going to do on the class. So do click on to that link and get onto a Telegram channel. And not only that, students, type in Unacademy on your Google Play Store and App Store. Look for Unacademy Learning app. Click on that install button, because you need to have this app. And if you start following me, you will get live updates on those free of cost A to Z sessions, students. You'll be getting absolutely free of cost sessions once you get onto our Telegram channel, and as well as Unacademy Learning app. But Telegram channel we will be posting out, but to get live notifications you need to download the app, start following your educators. And not only that, guys, one more important thing, you can attend free of cost quizzes, you can attend classes from anywhere, you can attend national level test series. Everything is possible once you have Unacademy Learning app. So do download it. Not only that, if you have subscription, right, it will be very helpful. You can attend test series from anywhere. And students, yes, students in 10th class and 11th class, this 19th of December from 12 to 3 p.m. we will be having a session, I'm not saying a session, but a competitive accelerator exam, like a rank accelerator exam, where you would be, getting chances to win amazing prizes and scholarships. So enroll today. And it's free of cost test series anyway, so it's a scholarship free of cost test series. And once you win this, you'll be able to win years of Unacademy subscription for free. Especially students in 10th and 11th class, this is for you. So start attending them. Everyone try to attend them, that's not at all a problem. But you know what, 10th class students from 12 to 3 p.m. it's your session, and 11th class students 3 to 6 it's your session. So do attend it. And guys, this 20th of December, do attend Unacademy Combat, the most gamified competitive IIT JEE battle ever. And not only that, it's going to be also like a rewarding experience for many of you. You can win national level ranking on our leaderboards. More importantly, you can also win some amazing gifts, like hundreds of Amazon vouchers are going to be distributed, Apple MacBook Air. And also, guys, think about it, Apple MacBook Air, Apple iPod for a JEE exam. So just to attend it, it's a gamified JEE battle. So attend it. Enroll today with Murli Live code. You can unlock many features with Murli Live code. You can apply Murli Live code and unlock them. This 20th of December, this is going to happen again, the most competitive gamified IIT JEE battle ever. It's also going to be a rewarding experience. Students, if you're looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. What do we have? We have the best educators across the nation delivering daily interactive classes on a very interactive and attractive platform that comes with polls and leaderboards. This way your learning becomes fun. And not only that, we keep conducting national level test series set by the best educators. This way you'll be able to get analysis from the best educators, and you will be able to learn from your mistakes, improve upon your mistakes, students. And every Unacademy subscription program is a structured program. Every Unacademy subscription program will come with live doubt clearing classes. So every 4th session is going to be a live doubt clearing class. And not only that, every program also comes with quizzes and mega quizzes. So it's the complete package. You don't have to worry about anything. It's going to be the complete package for your JEE preparation. And how do you avail this? All you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, choose IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this get subscription button. Of course, you need to download Unacademy Learning app. You can check out from the web-based version, but do download Unacademy Learning app. And one more important thing, students, it's unlimited access throughout the period. All you need to do is get one subscription. You'll be able to attend programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. We keep conducting programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced on your Unacademy subscription platform. And students, the price for a 24-month program is going to be only 70 rupees a day. Less than 70 rupees a day is what you have to pay for Unacademy 24-month subscription program. And students, yes, be sure to apply Murli Live code to get to this price point and to get best discounts on your subscription purchases. And we do also have payment options that typically take away the burden of paying all the fee at once. We have pay in parts option, and we do also have access to no cost EMI. So in both of these options, you can split your payments into multiple parts, and you don't have to go through the hassle of paying it all at once. You can split your payments into multiple parts. You can pay easy monthly installments without any interest. And guys, we do also have access to debit card, credit card, UPI, other payment modes as you would like. And students, if you are a long-term and dropper, we recommend that you go for a 12-month subscription. Yes, we typically recommend that long-term and droppers go for a 12-month subscription. Also 12th class students, you go for a 12-month subscription. And what do we have for you on 12-month subscription? We have dedicated droppers batch, we have dedicated micro courses, we have national level test series going on, and we have authors teaching on your Unacademy subscription platform, only at a price of 2,888 per month. Less than 2,900 is what you have to pay. And be sure to apply Murli Live code to avail the best discount on your subscription purchases. And yes, best discount and to get to this price. And of course, we have something known as iconic subscription, which is little beyond your plus subscription. You'll get all the features of plus. Along with that, you'll be getting personal mentoring and coaching from IITians and NITians who have previously gone through this journey and cracked this exams. So guys, think about it. You are going to learn from IITians and NITians, and they'll be able to guide you with the strategies of do's and don'ts that you have to do in your exam and during your preparation, so that you can perform better. And you'll be getting motivational workshop, also strategy workshops from IITians and NITians who have previously completed this journey, who have previously succeeded in this exams. And all you have to pay is 58,500 for a 12-month subscription, and for a 24-month subscription you have to pay 90,000. And if you can afford it, students, it's going to be one of the best things for your JEE preparation. And be sure to apply Murli Live code to get the best discount, be it on your iconic plus any of your subscription, like 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. And students, yes, now our team is an iconic subscription team, and now you can take your JEE preparation to next level with our personal coaching exclusively and completely in English if you wish to do that. And yes, we have an expert team for your JEE preparation. We have IITians, NITians, head of coaching institutes on our JEE English. And definitely do keep attending lectures regularly. Try to learn the techniques. PYQ sessions are for the techniques anyway. All of the questions we have solved within few seconds using techniques, but that question was a little bit off the track. We didn't expect that the answer might not be present. Let me again verify that. But anyway, students, definitely think about iconic subscription JEE English team, where you can get to attend expert workshops from our team, and we'll be giving out expert guidelines, and you'll be having as well as study planner and test analysis. And do not forget to like and share this video. Click on that subscribe button and bell button, and definitely do that, students. Definitely subscribe and click on that bell notification to get in time updates on classes being conducted on JEE English. So this is how you will be getting live notifications. And yes, like and share this video. Definitely do that. See you in the next class, but do share this video with students preparing for their JEE, because think about it, students, there are students who are looking for high quality lectures for free of cost, and they would get access to that. And more importantly, 2021 JEE Mains is approaching, so do share it. It will be very useful, and not only work hard but also work smart for your success. That is why we have this PYQ session. And do acquire knowledge and keep sharing it, and avoid gossips and keep smiling. See you in the next class, students, tomorrow with more interesting problems at 6 p.m. Stay tuned. We are going to get started with a very interesting concepts on concept of gravitation. See you in the next class. Take care, stay safe. Bye.